Hey guys, I've been playing this game since release excessively on 3 different accounts, and I've taken each and every account of mine into different paths. What I exactly mean by this is, of course, I was re-rolling for different characters. I figured out what I bought different stuff here from the Nono's shop, and yeah, we will dive into everything in this video to have your account progression be as efficient as it possibly could be. But even if you are not a new player, right, if you don't start, everyone is new, right, but if you don't start the game out brand new, there will still be stuff here in this video for you as well to take away and start doing right now. So the very first thing that when you start off playing a gacha game is re-rolling. And yeah, there are quite a bunch of banners here, like this rate up banner for Haru, we have a normal rescue, we will have a beginner banner as well. And the character that you want to re-roll for on the beginner banner is Karen. That is either the or the second best main DPS character in the entire game. He and Haru are very close. Haru is not obtainable via the beginner banner, so your target there is definitely Karen. Yeah, for the he's the second or the best main DPS in the entire game, and you get his teammates with Tressa and Mika for free. So there you go, you have one of the best teams in the entire game established right out of the gate if you re-roll for Karen. Now of course you will pull on this beginner banner until you hit the pity, and you could aim for, if you want to take your re-rolling to the next level and aim for the godly re-roll, then you want both Karen and Nia from the same beginner banner, right? You will restart the game every time until you hit both of them. That is because later on, not too much later on, after like 2 or 3 days, you will unlock yourself the endgame content here called Dimensional Dawn, and in order for you to progress smoothly here, you will need 2 teams. The problem with this is that there are only 2 healers available for us in this game, and those 2 are Nika, who we will get for free, and the other one is Nia. Now having both healers at your disposal will make your progress much easier and much more effective. If you want to continue re-rolling after you have obtained yourself Karen, then don't make the stupid mistake, excuse me, I have to say it like that, because it is that way. Don't make the mistake and go for this normal rescue banner here, because you have this rescue merit, and after 300 pulls you would be able to choose a character of like your choice here for free, quote unquote, right? 300 pulls is way too excessive. That is not gonna be worth it, because we are able to re-roll. You can already choose a character that you want, right? This 300 rescue count here is a gigantic bait for you to waste your resources. You should, of course, after re-rolling, you should probably stop right there, you know what I mean? But I know that people are unstoppable in gacha games and they have to roll. They can't help themselves. And if you fall into this category, then go to the rate up banner for Haru and pull here, not under any circumstances in this normal banner. Those are the 2 things that I want to tell you about when it comes to re-rolling, right? Aim for Karen. If you go for the godly re-roll, get Nia as well as Karen. And if you want to continue after this, if you can't be stopped, go for Haru and don't pull on this normal banner. Okay, now we can move on to something else. The next thing I want to address real quick is stamina and how to use your stamina. You can see right here that on this account I'm like level 48 and I'm spending my pool currency into accumulating more stamina, right? I wanted to test that on this account if it's worth it or not. And the result is no, this is not worth it at all. The content that you unlock here via leveling up is pointless, really. You unlock this zero system, which lets you create like your own planets. Basically, it's not really that. You just are hit with a random planet, and it would give you better save data. That is completely useless because you can obtain the perfect save data already from just doing the normal chaos manifestation. You just gotta have to grind it a little bit and then your save data will be more than good enough. On level 50 you would unlock yourself the ability to grind for legendary gear, right? For these memory fragments here, those ones you can actively grind those because you get access to the difficulty of the stages that drop this gear. This is also completely useless because what you have to ask yourself the question, right? What would be the purpose of you grinding this gear? There is no content in this game that would be beneficial to beat with this kind of power that you would establish by grinding for this legendary gear. The only thing here really that matters is that you beat the weeklies, these challenges here in simulation. That is all, and you have that is all you have to do. And you go in here with a level advantage. You are always 10 levels over leveled. So there's really no point in progressing fast when it comes to your account level and spending this pool currency into your stamina. Stamina is a massive issue in this game and that can't be fixed. You have to wait it out. I can give you another very good example. That is if you level your account level up, right? And you raise the level cap of your characters. For example, if I would hit level 50 right now, I would be able to level up my characters to level 60. The problem with this is that these characters here, they need so many different things. They need their partners, they need their potential, they need their memory fragments, right? They need cards to level themselves up. And you will never have enough of all of those resources to level your character up fully, or multiple characters I should say. You cannot level them up fully. You would waste the potential that this level 60 would give you by simply not having accumulated enough resources to level the characters like potential and everything up, right? So there's no point of you spending your stamina or recovering your stamina with pool currency, as you have to take it slow anyways to accumulate enough resources to make use of this leveling up. And if you spend this pool currency onto leveling up, you will be left behind when it comes to the resources anyway. So don't do that. Take it slow. The game has stamina issues and you cannot, or you should not, force your way out of this issue. It's not gonna be worth it. Alright, moving on to the next, and I think last thing that is a very valuable tip for beginners, right? Reroll for Karen, then go to the Harubana. And don't rush it. Don't spend your pool currency into refreshing your stamina. Leveling up fast is not gonna do anything for you by any means. Then you will have here in these growth missions, they will tell you to raise the affinity level of a character up. And this leads to a lot of players, they get stuck here. I got stuck here on this account with this affinity crap as well. That's why every day we get a mail right now with 3 strawberry cakes to raise that affinity and help us out a little bit. And this is one of the reasons, but there are more reasons why you should always, right, in the policy office, you stamp the policies as you see fit. And then you will get the currency here, the policy points that you need to purchase your stuff in Nono's shop. That's extremely important part. And here, way later on, you will buy units, right? But right now, as a beginner, and even in my case still as well, you will always only buy these research notes. You will buy all 35 weekly research notes and then save up your policy points until those refresh, and then you buy as many of them immediately again. You do not buy these policy reports here, or you don't buy the strawberry cakes, you don't buy coffee, you don't buy anything here other than these research notes. That is because of the research facility. Progressing here is much more effective than you doing anything else from this Nono shop, right? Only if you have maxed this tree out here completely, then you will start buying units, because you will need these units, this gold in this game. And yeah, you will realize later when you unlock zero system and stuff why that is actually the case. So that's another very huge tip. And the path that you take here, that you cannot just fully go bottom path, right? You will have to like upgrade some nodes here on the top as well. The main things that you look out for are those ones right here, where you unlock new areas for excursion. So the bottom path, every time you can unlock something in the bottom path, you go for that node immediately. Otherwise, look for the nodes that grant you more affinity by going on excursions or gifting someone something, they gain more affinity, right? And why this is so important, you will see this right here. If you go to these cities, to these streets here, you can see that I have areas, they are unlocked, and it tells me research required. So in order for me to unlock these tiles, I will have to go to the research center and spend my policy points there. And why this is so very important is because, again, the growth missions, they will tell you, hey, raise, for example, right? Raise one character's affinity to level 15. These excursions here, going on a date with a character, quote unquote, are the most beneficial things by far when it comes to raising a character's affinity. Now, you will have to focus on one character first, which you raise the affinity for. And in my case, on this very account here, it would be Veronica. Now, if I go to these excursions, then it can and it will happen that no matter where I go here, I will not find Veronica. And that is because I have not unlocked myself enough of these nodes here, where it tells me research required, to find Veronica, right? I will never get Veronica ever again here, or like not very often at least, unless I have done more research that is required. And only then will I be able to go on an excursion with Veronica again to raise her affinity level again. And yeah, that is one of many reasons why you should always focus on the research facility. If you don't do this, you will get stuck in the growth missions with this affinity crap. And that's really about it. Reroll for Karen. If you want a godly reroll, go for Nia as well as Karen, then pull on the Haro banner, evade the normal rescue banner at all costs. Go to Ark City and focus everything that you can buy in Nono's shop onto the research nodes to progress the research facility. And then you will have to figure out like how to play your team. You know, I have to, for example, I have the how to play K-Run video on my channel, so you can go check this out. I have another video that is quite important where I tell you all the best epiphany upgrades for each character, because you will see here, if you go to a character, here he will have 4 cards that have so-called epiphany upgrades. You will unlock those by random if you go and do the zero system or the chaos manifestation, and you want to unlock like the best epiphanies, at least the most important epiphanies for your key characters, and you will have to know what epiphanies you will have to take and why as well, so you can figure out the playstyle, right? So aim for the correct epiphanies, know what the rotations are when it comes to how you're playing your character, aka your team. Know what the meta is, how to play the meta, how the rotations work, what characters you should pair with each other. You can find out all of this info on my channel. So this will be no issue. And those are really all the tips I can give you right now. The three most important parts is the rerolling aspect, the research facility, and to keep it easy and don't rush your account level. Wait, you have to wait for the stamina to refresh. There's no other way, right? Of course, you can use these things in the middle right here to refresh your stamina. Otherwise, you have to take it with patience and you have to wait. There's no way around it. Don't pull. I know most people will not take this advice because they just can't help themselves, but don't pull too much. Like if you have Karen, that's enough. You get Tressa and Mika for free, boom, that's your team. If you want a second team, like you can wing it a little bit. You get other characters for free. Like for example, Armir, you have Ray, you have Owen, right? You have everything that you need to progress through all of the content in this game easily by just re-rolling. If you wanna, as I explained everything else, if you can't help yourself, go for a Haru. And that's about the video, guys. I hope this was fun and informative. If you like Chaos Zero Nightmare content in general, please consider leaving a follow on my channel. I would really appreciate it. But until next time, don't forget to join the Discord server. Link into the description down below. Once you're there, there's also a link to my twitch.tv channel where I will live stream this game every single day. And today, once you watch this video, I will be live and grinding a little bit of my account where I have Hugo and Mei Lin. So if you want to join the fun, feel free to hop in there and talk to me about anything you want. Let's hang out for a little bit. But until next time, take care of yourselves, have a great day, peace and love.